Ano lang po ako, extra. Kasi wala po si Dr. Tonton. So, ang magbibigay po sa atin, lagi siyang inspiration ng Synergeia. Siya po yung chairman ng Synergeia Foundation, dati pong pangulo ng Ateneo de Manila University, at isa po siya sa Nobel Prize winner doon sa pangkat ni Vice President Al Gore, yung pong sa pag-prevent, pag-minimize ng effects ng climate change. Ito po yung pinakamamahal namin. Isa po siyang physicist, summa cum laude sa physics. Ang biro nyo, summa cum laude. Father, summa cum laude ka ba talaga? Hindi lang po physicist, poet siya talaga. Talagang pag po siya nagsasalita, hindi po ako humihinga kasi napakalalim, napaka-inspiring, napaka-brilliant. So, palakpakan po natin to start the summit, ang pinakamamahal pong chair ng Synergeia Foundation. Tayo naman po kayo para bigyan niyo siya ng palakpak. Si Father Jett Villarin.
Hindi po totoo yun. Hindi po ako summa cum laude. Sumalangit nawa. Esteemed officials from our national and local governments, friends and colleagues in the education sector, partners in industry and civil society, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Mayong buntag. Assalamualaikum. Kanina po ay ating pinag-iisipan kung ano ba itong Neverland. Pati ako, kagabi. Sabi ko, ano ba ito, nene? Ano itong ating mga iniimbento? Neverland. According to its creator, James Barrie, Neverland is near, and I quote, the stars of the Milky Way, and, quote, it is reached always at the time of sunrise. And so, Peter Pan, the main character, tells us that you can reach Neverland if you go, quote, second star to the right and straight on till morning. Grabe. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. Alam nyo, mahina tayong mga Pinoy sa directions. Madali tayong malito sa north, east, south, west. Kahit alam na natin kung saan sumisikat at lumulubog ang araw, naliligaw pa rin tayo. Kung saan-saan tayo lumiliko. Pag nagbigay tayo ng direksyon, tumuturo tayo na gamit ang nguso. Minsan nga, kahit kanan at kaliwa, nalilito pa. Ayan tuloy, maya-maya, nawawala. Second star to the right. And straight on till morning. Paano ba yan? If we look with Neverland with the eyes of grown-ups, we will surely find it too far, too long a travel, expensive, elusive, unreachable. Never tayo makakatungtong sa Neverland. By our grown-up senses, we will never find Neverland. And so it is quite apparent now that Neverland was never really meant to be found by grown-ups. But if for the next 2 days we will try to become children again, then perhaps we will find Neverland. If in this time together, if we could only put in a box our big roles and titles and worries, if we could only become small again and look at the world as we once did, with the eyes of a child, then perhaps it will be possible to reach Neverland. That magical place of our childhood, that wonderful time of timelessness, that delightful place of trust and freedom and dreams. To help us go back to becoming like children once more, baka makatulong ito I suggest we put our hand on our navel. Pusod. Gawin nyo nga. May iba-ibang design ng pusod, di ba? Hawakan nyo lang. Alalahanin nyo, may pusod ba? Sino nga lang pusod dito? Nahanap nyo na yung pusod nyo? We do not often pay attention to this part of us. We take it for granted. Pusod, navels. But navels are there to remind us that we were once connected to another person. Physically, organically, we were once tied to our mothers. We came into this world after much pain. We came into this world after someone else's love and sacrifice. I first learned of Neverland from my mother. I first met Peter Pan through her. My mother read the story of Peter Pan to us children in bed. When my sister became a mother, she in turn read stories to her children in bed. And I am sure that my niece, her daughter, who is now herself a mother, she too is now reading stories to her child. It is remarkable how a simple and intimate act of goodness, this act of reading stories to children at bedtime, how such a simple act gets to be imitated and passed on to succeeding generations. Let this summit be a time for us, be a sort of bedtime for us. Huwag lang kayong matulog baka antukin kayo. Let this summit be a sort of bedtime for us. A time to recline and rest. A time to tell each other stories. Let it also be a time to listen with wonder and imagination, a time to be thankful for our stories of goodness and generosity. Stories that have the power to fly us to Neverland. Becoming like children, we will also recover something we may have lost over the years. Read a story to a child, and you will observe that a child never seems too weary of starting all over again. Read it again. A child will beg us, ulitin mo. Simula ulit. Hindi ito kulit ng bulilit. Mangha lamang ito ng musmus. Manghang hindi maubos-ubos. Mangha is what we tend to lose when we grow old. Wonder. To children, there is always something new to be found beneath the worn-out words and pictures. Always something fresh to discover, as if they were seeing it for the first time. If we become little as children again, life will always be big. There will always be something in life to startle us. If today fills us with wonder, we can just imagine what tomorrow will be like. Tomorrow will be new again. In the words of Khaled Hosseini's novel, The Kite Runner, a novel about children and friendship, he writes, "There is a way to be good again." Or, as one song has it, the sun will come out tomorrow in joyful defiance of whatever the weather might bring. Just a day away. And when the sun does come out, bungang araw. Bunga ng araw. Flowers and many good things open up with the sun. Children ripen with daylight. When the morning comes, we play. More outside than inside. We run, we climb, we stumble and gash our limbs. We cry, we fight, but we do not let the anger last. We laugh, we sing and dance, and we hold each other's hands. We jump for joy when in a game of patintero, one of us makes it home. We do not have to be the one to make it to the finish line. Their success is ours to celebrate as well. Before we knew organizational development, we, children, already had a sense of what makes for teamwork or team play. Before we learned to add 1 plus 1, we already knew that it was more than 2. Even as children, we already had a sense of that big word, synergy. It helps to remember what we here in Synergeia once said of synergy. Binalikan ko po yung mga dati rating mga pinagsasabi. Ang synergy, Sayang wala dito si Tonton. Iki-quiz ko sana siya. 1 plus 1 equals 3. Ang sinerhiya ay ang pag-uugnay ng mga bagay-bagay para makapagbuo ng bunga na higit pa sa simpleng pagdadagdag o suma ng mga bahagi. Ika nga, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Synergy. Halimbawa po, sinigang. Maraming sangkap ang sinigang. Pero ang lasa ng sinigang, alam natin, ay higit pa sa lasa ng sampalok o kamatis o kung ano nung sangkap. Ang musika, synergy. Sa saliw ng sari-saring instrumento, isang symphony ang nalilikha. Ang bahaghari, rainbow, ay isang sinerhiya. Pati ang kulay puti, hindi nagsasarili ang kulay puti. There is no such thing as a color white. White itself is a synergy of many colors. Pag kombinasyon mo ang mga kulay na magaghari, anong makukuha mo? Puti. Ang tao ay isang sinerhiya. Ang kanyang halaga at dignidad ay hindi mauuwi lamang sa suma ng mga bahagi ng kanyang pagkatao. Ang barangay ay higit sa koleksyon lamang ng mga bahay. Ang isang bansa ay higit pa sa suma ng mga barangay o tribo, munisipyo o probinsya. Walang synergy kung isang bahagi o sangkap lamang ang kumikilos. Ang kare-kare ay hindi lamang tuwalya. Ang baghari ay hindi lamang bughaw. Ang simponiya hindi lamang dinadala ng pianista. Hindi nangyayari ang sinerhiya kung may nagsasarili, may namamayani. Nangyayari ang sinerhiya kung may pagbabahagi at bigayan. Matagumpay po tayong lahat dito sa sinerhiya. Mararating po natin ang Neverland kung ibinabahagi o sinasauli ang responsibilidad ng pagpapalaki ng ating mga kabataan kung ibinibigay muli ito sa komunidad. Ang responsibilidad ng pagpapaaral sa ating kabataan ay hindi lamang sa mga magulang o paaralan, hindi lamang sa DepEd o superintendent o pribadong sektor o civil society. Sa sinerhiya, pinaninindigan natin na ang komunidad ang dapat umako sa responsibilidad ng buong pagpapaaral sa ating mga bata. Sa kanilang pag-aaral, natuklasan ng ating mga propesor at mananaliksi, researchers, ang isang importanteng pattern. Ano po yung nakita nila? Mataas ang correlation, kuno, ng learning performance ng bata at ng community participation. Sa madaling salita, if the community is engaged, the grades go up. If the community is involved, the students learn well. Oo, mahalaga ang pinuno, mahalaga ang liderato, ang nagkukumpas, pero ang kahalaga niya, nagmumula lamang sa halaga ng mga bumubuo ng komunidad, sa kalidad ng kanilang kontribusyon at pagtiwala sa isa't isa. Mahalaga ang tiwala, ang social capital kung tawagin, ang level of trust na batayan ng pagiging isang komunidad. Mahalaga ang buong orkestra. Concretely, this means that, yes, local chief executives take the podium in leading over non-traditional programs that keep children in school, programs that make them read well, programs that make good teachers, good instructional materials, programs that build the capacities of our parents. It means reinventing local school boards, broadening their membership and functions, instituting performance, metrics, and making school governing councils work. It means that the governance of education, from planning to implementation, is made both participatory and transparent. Bayanihan po. Hindi po hari o reyna ang ibinubuhat. Hindi sariling bangko. Sa bayanihan, sa Synergeia, ang ibinubuhat ay bata, paaralan, pamilya, buong bansa. Sa tunay na Synergeia, mahirap alamin kung sino o anong sangkap ang may kagagawan ng kabuuan. Kung maganda ang musika, ito hindi dahil sa konduktor lamang. Sa tunay na Synergeia, nabubuwag ang piyudal na hawak at mababaw na pag-ako ng mga padrino. Ang komunidad ang nananagot. Ang komunidad ang sumasagot sa kinabukasan ng mga bata. Sa tunay na Synergeia, katiwala lamang tayo. Tayong lahat, katiwala, steward. Katiwala ng mga biyayang hindi nating sukat inakala. Second star to the right, and straight on till morning. Kung ganito lang naman pala ang direksyon patungong Neverland, hindi na siguro tayo mawawala. Alamin lang natin kung saang banda ang umaga. Makakarating din tayo sa Neverland. Kung matanto lamang natin kung saang dapit sumisikat ang araw, at kung saan itong mga bunga ng araw, makakatuntong din tayo sa Neverland. Kung paroroon lamang tayo sa may silangan, kung lalapit lamang tayo sa kinaroroonan ng mga bata, hindi na tayo malalayo pa sa Neverland. In the story of James Barrie, it is told that children are able to find Neverland because it was out there looking for them. Ayun naman pala. There lies the secret to finding Neverland, this magical place of timeless hopes and dreams. We can only find Neverland because it seeks us. Let us then look out for what is already out there looking for us. Let us look out for the children who are looking for us. Let us love them. And as one song has it, let us love them till the 12th of never. And that's a long, long time. Maraming salamat po at maaraw na bukas sa ating lahat.